Welcome back to Yard Zone Daily Updates. The mood in Jamaica is tense right now, and for very different reasons. Months after Hurricane Melissa tore across the island as a Category 5 storm, destroying homes, businesses, and entire communities, a new audit report is now raising serious questions about where relief money actually went. According to Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management received roughly $1.44 billion Jamaican dollars in donations for hurricane victims. But by February this year, only $26 million had reportedly been spent. That's just 1.8%. And the report gets even more alarming. Auditors say over $34 million in roofing materials delivered to relief locations could not be properly verified because signed delivery records were missing. Even more concerning, payment documentation for contracts worth over $100 million was reportedly still outstanding. Meanwhile, many Jamaicans are still struggling to recover from the hurricane's destruction. Hurricane Melissa was one of the most powerful storms Jamaica has ever experienced, causing catastrophic damage across parts of the island and forcing international financial assistance worth hundreds of millions of US dollars. ODPEM has since responded, saying the low spending did not mean there was no recovery effort happening, arguing that donated building materials and delays in government authorization affected how quickly money could be used. But for many citizens online, the audit has sparked outrage, frustration, and renewed calls for transparency. And while the country debates accountability, another major story has left Jamaicans divided. Two police officers who had been charged with the murder of 3 men in Shrewsbury, Westmoreland more than 13 years ago, were officially acquitted this week. Demain Campbell and Kenroy Hines walked free after the judge ruled there was insufficient evidence for the case to continue. The case dates back to 2013, when police claimed the men were killed during a shootout and weapons were recovered. But residents strongly disputed that version of events, leading to days of protests and years of controversy surrounding the incident. Now, after over a decade, the acquittal has reopened conversations across Jamaica about trust, justice, and the long wait many families face in the court system. But perhaps one of the biggest long-term concerns facing Jamaica isn't crime or hurricanes. It's population decline. Health Minister Christopher Tufton recently announced that Jamaica plans to introduce lifestyle clinics across every health region to combat obesity and chronic illnesses affecting Jamaican households. But alongside that announcement, he also highlighted another issue quietly becoming a national crisis: Jamaica's falling birth rate. The country's fertility rate has reportedly dropped to around 1.3 children per woman, far below the replacement level needed to sustain population growth. In response, the government says it plans to create a national fertility and family support strategy, with discussions focusing on childcare support, parental leave, family planning, and economic pressures affecting young Jamaicans. And many Jamaicans online say the reasons are obvious: rising living costs, housing struggles, migration, financial pressure, and uncertainty about the future, from disaster recovery concerns to controversial court decisions to fears about the country's future population. Jamaica is facing major conversations all at once, and many citizens are now asking the same question: is the country prepared for what comes next?